Well, hello there. Welcome to my new series, Daily Wisdom Dive, where for 31 days I'm sharing proverbial insights to help you transform your life. So, for part one, we're going to be talking about the actual purpose of Proverbs and some key takeaway points that you could apply to your life. Okay, so first up, what is the purpose of Proverbs? So, in chapter one, it starts off by letting us know the purpose of Proverbs. And so, the purpose of Proverbs is really to provide wisdom, discipline, and correction or instruction. It's so that we could receive instruction or insights to help us live a successful life and to do what is fair, right, and just. Another purpose of Proverbs is to also help what the Bible calls simple. And if you translate the Hebrew word simple, it simply means naive or open-minded. So the purpose of Proverbs is to also help the simple or the naive to gain prudence, as well as to provide knowledge, that is discernment and discretion, to the young. Now, not only is it for the simple-minded person, like the naive or the gullible person or the young person, but it also tells us that the wise can also learn from the instruction provided in Proverbs to help them continue along the right path. Another purpose is that it's there to help us really solve the problems of life, the difficult problems of life. Okay, so now that we've understood the purpose and the background of Proverbs, we also need to understand that wisdom comes from the fear of God. It begins with the fear of God. And when we talk about fear, we're not talking about literally being afraid or scared. The word fear here translates into reverence and respect. So we understand that knowledge starts with God. In verse 7, it says, "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of all wisdom," or all knowledge, "and fools despise wisdom and instruction." So we know to even obtain wisdom in the first place, it starts with our reverencing God. So what are some key takeaways that Proverbs chapter 1 provides us that we can actually apply to our life to transform our lives? The first key takeaway point is the discipline and direction of a child is the responsibility of both parents. And a child who is willing to receive that discipline or that correction will be rewarded. So in verse 8 through 9, it says, "My son, hear the instruction of thy father, forsake not the law of thy mother, for they shall be an ornament of grace unto thy head and chains about thy neck." So basically what that means, we know that as young people, we've all done it. We were all young once, and probably you're very young now. And we don't really take heed to the instruction or direction of the elders or even our parents, right? We're kind of slow to receive wisdom. One of the nuggets that Proverbs is telling us here is that for the young person who's willing to receive the instruction of their parents, it will be like a reward. It will be like a crown, an ornament onto your head, and like a chain of adornment onto your neck. The next key takeaway point is to be careful of the company you keep or the friends that you choose and the way that you allow them to influence your life. So verses 10 through 19 kind of talks about, do not consent to sinners' enticement. Really, it drives home the point of you being careful of the people that you keep company with or the friends that you choose and how you allow them to influence your life. You may know the saying, "Show me who your friends are, I'll tell you who you are." So just be careful. One of the greatest ways that our lives are influenced is because of the company we keep. Takeaway point number 3 is that wisdom is available to anyone willing to search for and accept it. Now, we have to be careful that we do not become like the scorners who mock or who are boastful, or even like the foolish ones who hate and despise knowledge. Verses 21 to 23 says, "Wisdom," and it describes wisdom as a lady here. "She cries in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates in the city. She uttereth her words, saying, How long, ye simple ones?" And remember, simple here again means naive or gullible. "How long, ye simple ones, will love simplicity? The scorners delight in their scorning," that means they'll delight in their mockery, "and the fools hate knowledge." So we have to be careful that we're not like scorners who mock, or we're not like the foolish ones who really despise knowledge and are ignorant. But again, wisdom is available to anyone looking or willing to search for and accept it. And to do so requires an active willingness to actually change your direction from foolishness. You have to make that decision that you no longer wanting to be ignorant about certain things and to search out wisdom. Takeaway point number 4. There is no disadvantage to accepting wisdom. If you choose to follow the path of wisdom, you will be confident, you will be safe, you will be secure, you will be at peace, you will not be troubled. But if we are to reject wisdom, well, that results in us being afraid. We have distress, we have misfortune. When devastating storms come, we don't know what to do in terms of tribulations and moments of anguish. And that could lead to death for the naive people, or even the fools that prosper, that could lead to their destruction because they have no type of wisdom or knowledge on how to navigate their prosperity. You can find support for that in verses 24 to 33. So that's chapter 1 of Proverbs day 1. Come back for day 2 of Daily Wisdom Dive, where we talk about another proverbial insight to help you transform your life.